Morning YouTube, and welcome to what I believe is episode 53. Shout me in the comments if it's not, but hey, we'll just go with it. So anyway, what I want to talk about first, before even any workout stuff or anything, is I want to apologise how crappy yesterday's video was on the whole clothing thing. I feel like I wasn't characteristic, that word? Something like that. But I wasn't very energetic. It is literally because I was so damn tired that I did about 4 or 5 takes of that, and I just couldn't. That was the best one I had. So the rest of them sounded really dull and really boring. So if you did switch off a bit through it, I completely understand. That being said, I'm going to try and get it done a little bit earlier today. Not really sure what my topic is going to be about, but yeah, so hopefully we'll figure that one out. It's a lot lighter now, even though it's still freaking 4 o'clock in the morning. That's crazy. So today's workout, triceps and chest. Now the reason why I say that is we're doing triceps first. So by doing that, I'm going to be doing some. I don't like the close grip bench press. I hate that movement. I can't stand it myself. But what I do like doing is the reverse grip bench press. Now, so instead of having your hands like that, having your hands like that. And I feel that really targets my triceps. I get a really good pump out of it. And it looks cool as hell too. So I'm going to be doing that as my first exercise. I'm going to be doing skull crushers. Or I might even do a French press, which is basically a skull crusher but standing up. I think I might do that. I'm going to try and target the whole of the tricep today, then move on to some incline work, because there's not a great deal of exercises that I like doing for the incline of my chest. There's the incline bench press, which I'll do dumbbell and barbell for, I think, if I get time, and the incline fly, the decline cable crossovers, so the ones where you come down like that targets your upper chest. There's the single arm, like on the hammer strength press, and dumbbell pullovers. They're pretty much all I can think of. I'll probably do some dips as well, because I just enjoy doing dips. And I might do some hammer strength bench press as well, so I might do double, single arm, double. We go through it like that. I haven't quite decided yet. We'll see how the time works. But hopefully we'll get a lot of work in and get it all good. But first of all, I'm going to hit some cardio. Just about 15 minutes walking. Nothing serious. I'm at a new low this morning of 163.1 pounds. So we're still on track. We're still getting it. Still getting it done. Hopefully that won't go up while I'm at Kelsey's. Hopefully I can stay in a deficit and maybe even lose a little bit of weight. I will find it difficult to count when I'm there. Not count, sorry, but I will find it difficult to weigh myself when I'm there, because the scales are very different. So I'm just not going to weigh myself and just assume that I'm going to be the same weight that I am like the lowest this week. So if this is the lowest, then this is where I'm going to be at. But anyway, I'm at the gym, so I will speak to you guys after my workout.
Come in, I can seat you by the fire. Listen, there's something I must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. I know I made it look like it'd be alright, but I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light, and it might taste bitter when you're answering to God. You can call me killer as you look into my eyes. Nothing but a sinner. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away.
So good morning guys, I'm back and just finished that workout as you saw. Didn't get to hit as much chest as I'd like because triceps took a bit longer than I expected. I feel that they needed a good workout though. So the chest is still feeling good. I just managed to get 4 exercises out of it. The bench press, the dips, flies and cable crossovers. My favourite ones, so I guess there's no harm with that. I would like to get the dumbbell pullovers in, along with the hammer strength bench press, but what can you do? I also missed out a few lateral head tricep exercises, which is the outer head of the tricep. Missed out a few of those because I looked at the time and thought, damn, I haven't got much time left. So it's all under time constraints, but you know what? It's good. Still a good workout. It's still going to make the progression. It's still going to progress. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm tired. So I don't know whether. Well, I'm going to be hitting back and biceps tomorrow. I'm going to hit biceps first, then because I absolutely killed back the other day. Still going to try and do that, but it's going to be more focused on the arms because I only did 2 arm exercises the other day. So I know this is a bit of a random, like, knackered split vlog thing. I don't know why. I've just not been very good the last 2 times. This morning I wasn't so bad, I guess. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm getting a haircut today. So I remember today's topic. That just reminded me. Anyway, now I'm going to be full on and I've got something to talk about. I want to talk about male grooming. And grooming, when I mean, like, all the shit that bodybuilders do and fitness people do and whether you should or shouldn't or all that good stuff. So I'm going to talk about that when I get home or on my lunch, depending on if I get time. So yeah, that's going to be the topic of the day. So if you're interested, stay tuned and I will speak to you guys about it when I get back from work, or as I say, during my lunch. Guys, I'm back from work now. You notice that I'm a bit more energetic now. Not sure why, just add a little bit more energy. Right, so this morning I mentioned my headphones failed on me. This is just a quick thing before I do get into the manscaping, man grooming sort of thing. A couple of things. I went and picked myself up a pair of headphones. Now I'm fed up of getting the cheap ones because it seems like 3 times since I've started Summer Trader, maybe 4, I had to go out and buy new headphones. First of all, it's a pain in the ass because when they break you can't listen to music. Second of all, it's costing me money each time. So it's 10, I think last pair cost 20, 10, 15 pounds each time. I think I must have spent maybe, say once a month. Let's call it roughly about 15 quid a month. 15 times 6, you do the maths. 60 to 90 quid already this on cheap headphones. So my theory is get a pair of overhead headphones, wired so they don't run out of battery all the time, which I found with the other ones that really annoyed me, and a decent quality so that I don't go, oh, these are rubbish, I want a new pair. So what I got is I got a pair of these. These are Beats Solo 2. They're not new, they're from CEX. If you don't know what that is, it's like a second-hand technology shop. Really good for stuff. It cost me £80. So they are in the shops at 170 to £200. I got and picked them up for 80 because they're second-hand. Nothing wrong with them. They're all perfectly fine. They all check them all over. You got 2 years guarantee on them. So yeah, I'm more than happy with my purchase. Shouldn't need another pair. Never had overhead headphones before, so I'm all good to go. Secondly, I've got a CAP day tomorrow. Now, if you don't know what CAP is, maybe go back and watch the other programs. Calling them programs now, that's a jump. Maybe go back and watch the other episodes, because CAP is something where SGN, the company that I work for, give back to the community. So CAP stands for Community Action Program. And what it is every year, when it's about summertime, we go out and do things for the community. So for example, this time we are going and visiting a scout group. They're not going to be there, we're just clearing away all the brambles, giving it a lick of paint, those sorts of things. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So before even I thought about the whole giving back to the community side of things, my first mind was on my meals. Bad, right? But that's the life of the fitness, so we're going from there. So what I did is I thought, well, there's probably not going to be a fridge around, so I got a cool bag ready. And if that doesn't work, I've still got, I went and bought myself today protein cookies, 2 lots, different, one my protein and one just another brand, and 1 protein bar as well, because I'm going to be doing a lot of work. I've got a feeling it's going to be pretty physical, so I would probably up my calories for it, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to eat more protein and just not worry too much if I go over a little bit. I'd probably maybe up it to 2,100, 2,200 if I'm on 2,000, so maybe up it by 200 calories, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'll probably go maybe 50 over. Sorry, good as this. Sorry, just sneezed. Probably end up cutting that bit out. If not, you've just seen a really stupid face, and I reckon that's going to be cropped everywhere. But yeah, so community action program, eating. Protein cookies and protein bars are not the way to go, guys. They are not a meal replacement, or a substitute or anything like that. What they are is if need be. So they're there if worst case scenario like tomorrow. For me, that's really out of my comfort zone, and I've never had to do that before, where I've been out and about and there's not food widely available for me. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. I'm just going to go with it for tomorrow, see if the meat works. If it doesn't, I've got nowhere to cool it, I'm going to have to eat it, my 10 o'clock meal, then survive on protein and stuff for the rest of the day. They are putting on food, so I might pick at some of that. However, I can't imagine it being that healthy. So I'm reckoning they're going to put things like sausage rolls and pizza and stuff out. And as tempting as that'll be, I'm not going to. If it was bulking, I'd go for it, but I'm not, so I'm not going to go for it. So, on to the main topic. Male damn grooming. I get this a lot because, as you can see, I shave my chest, wax, I do all those things. The only thing I don't do it on is my legs, because it just looks a little bit funny. I mean, okay, if you're tanned and stuff, it doesn't look so bad. I'm not particularly tanned at the moment, and I don't think I would if I was tanned anyway. So, why do I do it? Is it to look good? Yes, in a sense. Yeah, it is. Is it to... do I like it or do I dislike it? I do prefer not having hair. I'll tell you for why. I am a hairy person. Like, all here is stubble, all the way down. I do turn into a bit of a Wookiee. If you know what that is, props to you guys. Wookiee is a very hairy animal. It's Chewbacca. If you've never seen Star Wars. If you haven't seen Star Wars, please leave. Just go. I can't do it. But yeah, so I turn into a bit of a Chewbacca, Wookiee, whatever you want to call it. Now, you are sweating down the gym. What looks bad when sweating? Hair. Hair goes drippy. Hair absorbs it. Hair then makes you sweat more because you are warmer, therefore leaving a sweat trail, or what I call a snail trail, on the bench behind you. You then have to carry around a towel with you, wipe it down every time. Now, very rarely do I have to wipe down a bench because I keep hairless. That's the reasoning behind it. I don't have to wipe. I do sweat, yes, but it doesn't retain as much. So when it comes off, the hair there's no hair there to keep hold of it. So it's just gone. Furthermore, when you do have hair and it's poking out the top of a tank top, or it's poking out the back of your t-shirt, or you're wearing a V-neck t-shirt or something, it doesn't look nice. In my opinion, this is. I don't think it looks nice, and that's from a guy's perspective. It looks like, do you know what, I can't be arsed. I can't be bothered. I'm not going to take care of myself. And we're spending all this time and money and effort and waking up at ridiculous o'clock. I know that's not all of you, but some of you might be. You're doing all these things to make yourself feel better and look better. But then yeah, people are still going to look, actually they don't take care of themselves, because after a while you will not, I don't look as good in clothes as I do out of clothes, and I'll be the first one to say that I prefer not wearing clothes to wearing clothes, but I kind of have to because, well, there's laws and stuff, and it's freezing in England, so why not show off what you've got, basically, and also, when the light hits you, when you are shaved chested, or shaved back, or shaved whatever, you will see deeper cuts, because the shadow will have something to, there'll be a shadow created. So the light comes down, and shadows are what shows off cuts more. When you see a lot of Instagram photos where they've taken them in the mirror with good lighting, it's a shadow on the muscle that's sticking out a little bit. It makes it look 10 times more defined. If you've got hair there, you're not going to see many shadows. You're just going to see a deeper looking, you're going to see a darker bit of hair. And that doesn't look half as good as ripped abs or this bit here. Look, there's a shadow just there. Just on the side of my chest. I haven't got a particularly big chest, but it makes it look bigger. Point proven. Now, how far do I go? I go, obviously there's regions where you don't want to know about me. I do my back, my chest, my shoulders, and down to the t-shirt line, which is just there. So I follow this line in my shoulders, and I'm honestly not sure why, it just bugs me. And I'm kind of thinking I want to go down to about there, to be fair. Why is that? Because hairy arms still are acceptable. Like, I find them, like, if a guy doesn't have hairy arms, it looks a bit weird. So it's a real sort of balance you got to try and find, and ideally you'd get someone to do it for you with a waxing strip. Waxing is way better than shaving, but it costs way more, because to get it done properly without missing bits is, as I say, expensive, and you can understand why, because they do have people that aren't very nice to look at, and they have to manhandle them, I wouldn't do that job. Like, without going into too much detail, there's a woman that does my waxing, and she'll do everywhere if you ask her to. And I've asked her to once because I had to as a bet, and poor woman, seriously. Especially if you're sweaty and whatever. Oh, Jesus Christ, I feel sorry for them. So I paid about £80, which is a lot of money. So that's why I shave, because it's cheaper and I'm tight, and it makes more sense to spend a bit of money on a razor and some foam rather than spending 80 quid a month on waxing. Now my back, however, I cannot do so. I either get it waxed, which is probably about 40 quid on its own, maybe not even that, I'm not sure, can't really remember, or I get someone else to do it. Kelsey's pretty good in that sense, she'll do it for me, or I just leave it and let it just go, because I can't see it, so I don't know how bad it is. But yeah, so I definitely think it's a thing that people should do, especially if you've got rogue hairs everywhere and you're extremely hairy or you're very unhairy. So if it looks out of place or if it looks too much, then do it. Just remember that once you start doing it, you've got to carry it on, because if you go from being hairy one week to bald the next, to then going hairy again, it does look weird, and it's going to come back prickly. So be careful for that, and be careful for ingrown hairs too. Again, things like eyebrows I don't get done. I don't get those done. Contemplated it, probably not going to do it. Can't really be bothered. My eyebrows don't look that stupid, I don't think. Not a problem. Get my hair cut, because everyone does that. Trim my beard, yup. So yeah, that's basically why I do it. Women, obviously, they're hairless anyway. I don't think I really need to cover that, because I don't really know much about women. But men seem to have a big problem with it, especially the older generation. So my dad looked at me funny when he first saw me with a bare chest. Kelsey's not a big fan of it. She prefers me with a bit of hair, but it's for me, not her. I think that's basically what I've got to say. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up today's video because, well, I'm rambling on about crap that no one cares about. and I need to edit 2 videos by the end of tonight. I need to have some food, and I need to do something else. What was it I needed to do? Can't remember. But yeah, so I'm going to go for a cat day tomorrow. Recording, but I'm still going to hit the gym. So I'll see you guys for back and biceps tomorrow morning.